Your first fighter fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 foot 10 inches tall, with a record of 2-2, fighting out of Hayastan MMA. Please welcome Kevin Peraza.
You know, during the intermission, we were talking about Deuce Carter earlier. During the intermission, I ran into Roland Mizell, and one of his teammates wants to fight him.
What's up?
One of Roland's teammates wants to fight Deuce Carter.
Deuce. Oh, okay. Which one did he say?
No, he was standing there with me, but I didn't catch his name.
Oh, okay.
He didn't fight tonight, but oh my God! I mean, he said he was looking for Leslie because he wanted to fight Deuce. I'm like, who signs up to fight
Deuce Carter? Yeah.
I mean, if I'm looking at this card, I want to fight Shoemate or something like that. You know, this guy says I want to fight Deuce. I'm like, wow. There's my man, Tom Ziegler, Tony Tan, Kevin Ferrant. That corner is one of my favorite corners.
Deadly corner there, the three-headed dragon for sure.
Exactly. I've been against those guys, and I've been happy to support them in the past as well.
Of course, Hayastan MMA, founded by Gokor Chavichian, I believe, one of the most complete grapplers of all time. A guy who was a master of Sambo, freestyle wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, very underrated as far as that 80s, 90s grapplers go. And his legacy has been spread far and wide, and this Charlotte location has produced many, many notable athletes. Josh Motzinger, of course, Shamik Harvey.
His opponent fighting out of the red corner, trying to get Jim O. With the 3-2 record, standing at 5 foot 8 inches tall. Please welcome Dontarius D.T. Mill.
Of course, most famous Brian would be Brian Battle, from the cage not too long ago.
And if I'm not mistaken, most recently, the coaching staff, you know, they all got like promotions to black belt and that system on the Gokor.
Yeah. And this is a matchup you're going to see in terms of Jim versus Jim, Jim O versus Hayastan. I can't imagine how many times these guys have stood across the cage from one another. It's just one more day at the office for Coach Chase Gamble and the Hayastan crew.
Remember the battle that Brian Battle had with Impa?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's a Fight Lab show, right?
Yeah. I like the rivalry between these two gyms.
Yeah, I miss Fight Lab, man.
I'm looking for sponsors to help me buy Fight Lab. I want to buy Fight Lab. I want to get it started again.
CEO says.
Yes, I want to bring it. I'm gonna take Kenny Letz's name, the pit boss. Bring it to South Carolina if I have to.
I remember like the second ever Fight For It show I did. I was talking to Kenny and Al, and they said, "Yeah, we'd love to have you commentate the next Fight Lab." And there was never another Fight Lab after that.
I was just so upset because Fight Lab had been 10 years consecutive.
Right.
At a minimum, there was one Fight Lab, and then COVID took care of that.
All right. DT Mills looking completely different body-wise than the last time we saw him at Fight For It 10. And Kevin Peraza, always been a very long and tall featherweight, has that Conor McGregor-style body where the shoulders are just
He controls
massive.
so well. He's just such a good controlled fighter.
You know, we didn't see a ton of grappling from Mills in the first fight we saw him at Fight For It. In fact, he was kind of controlled in the grappling department, so interesting already to see him introducing more grappling elements to this Hayastan fighter who, you know, most time Hayastan guys, you're going to consider them the stronger grappler.
I would not put a Hayastan guy against the cage. This is what they do. This is where they're comfortable. And we've seen their guys in this position at a time or two where they've got things slowed down on them and then they reverse it.
And I'm always interested to hear what those Hayastan guys are saying in the fight. And they're really looking for that frame, but DT Mills is controlling the wrist.
Kevin does a good job of moving his leg out.
Swims deep on the underhook. Now he's under over. This should be enough to get him out.
Well, he's really calm here.
Yeah.
There's no need to work. He's not being punched.
Yeah, he's been put here a billion times. Probably has a lot of rounds up against the fence with Shameik Harvey.
Exactly.
DT Mills now on the back foot against Peraza.
And look how he encroaches, and Mills is backing up.
Pretty big body kick, but that jab for Mills landed flush.
Good cross
Nice
from Peraza.
cross.
Good kick to the head.
This
He's
is
stunned.
this
He's
is
stunned.
This is an electric fight so far. Kevin Peraza looks great.
Like I said, I don't see Kevin Peraza finishing a lot of guys, but I think he may do it tonight. Oh, good back kick.
Very nice spinning back kick from Kevin Peraza.
I'm seeing more out of Kevin than I've ever seen before.
Yeah, he's really been able to show more of his striking than we've ever seen.
Well, he's standing right here in the pocket, slipping punches,
Right.
fighting in the box.
I think we have seen him taken down a time or two in previous outings, but DT Mills tried to introduce that
Good
grappling
feints.
early. It may have tired him out.
But he's got to go between feints. He's going to create those feints, get the reaction, and go. Because he's already controlling the response from DT Mills. Yes, like that. Feint, then go.
Yeah, one Hayastan fighter that's definitely changed as
Good
far as
counter.
their approach to striking is Brian Battle. When Brian Battle trained with Volkanovski on The Ultimate Fighter, I saw an introduction of feints on a level that I had not previously seen. And I was curious to see if he would bring that back to the gym with him, and it looks like he has, because Kevin Peraza is feinting more than I've ever seen him
There's
feint
always some bleed over with the guys you train with.
before. Right.
You borrow
That's the
from
end.
their experiences.
Of round one, Kevin Peraza probably coming out on top, and that one just landed so much effective striking. That was one of the this is the big strike here that stuns him.
If Kevin is shocked, I'm going to tell you why. Because he can't believe how well he's doing. That's the best I've seen him look. Hayastan crew being led by Brian Battle,
Yeah,
Shameik Harvey.
they always have a big cheering section over there for the Hayastan guys, and they're always the rowdiest in the bunch, which is what I love about them. Got to support the boys.
I think if DT doesn't come back from this, it just gets worse. Because Kevin is a deep water type fighter. He takes you to the deep waters. He tests your conditioning. He tests your resolve. He walks away with his hand raised. If DT can't go on the offense, he's going to lose this one. And the thing is, I think DT has it in him. He's just got to calm down.
All right. Kevin Peraza, DT Mills got two of the biggest cheering sections of this whole fight card. DT Mills needs to reestablish himself on the feet here. So far, we've only seen him really be able to hang in the grappling department. Gets his head mushed back by a cross. He looks a little hurt now on chicken legs. Panic wrestling. Kevin Peraza with the dump. But DT Mills is on him. Still, what a sweep. What a sequence.
But Peraza's getting back to his feet.
But look at DT Mills with
I've
the
never
full
seen that
mount.
before.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen that.
That is awesome.
Great
like a
adaptation
spider web
there.
mount.
Great improvisation from DT Mills there. Ends up in the full mount with Kevin Peraza's back against the fence.
Pulling his arm down to get them out.
Now Kevin Peraza is looking to reestablish a half guard, but ends up getting squished out. You really want to reintroduce that knee between you and the other fighter. Use it kind of like a shield, but you're on the he's on the weak side for that. And this is exactly the kind of exchange that DT Mills needed to get back in this fight. He's got to clear the cobwebs from that big strike. And now
DT better watch it. He's going to go into a leg lock position.
Yeah,
if he can
I'm
get his
seeing
hips
him
up higher.
go 2-on-1 with that one leg on the far side. You can definitely sweep or try to, you know, bridge your hips and take the other guy the other way and even go into a back take.
DT should try to get out from being trapped between the cage like that.
Yeah, because you don't want him to walk up either.
Use the cage to your advantage. 1 minute to go. Mills on top, controlling inside of the guard. But he's not doing a lot of work there. You know, there's not a lot of strikes, no threats. And the referee's content to let him work it out.
Yeah, very interesting approach here from DT Mills. He's going for that same mount again, stepping over. I don't think, I mean, I think when you haven't seen that before, it's a little hard to know what to do there.
Short punches.
And this looks like something I would see a Hayastan fighter do or go for more often than not, is this kind of strategy of flaying the legs there and just putting on some damage in the second round. Huge round for DT Mills so far, and it looks like he is going to continue to rain down damage on KP, Kevin Peraza.
I think Kevin's cool with okay, you know what? I'm going to give up this round. I'll make my comeback in the next. So at this point, it's 1-1.
Kevin Peraza ends the round with his back taken after getting mounted early.
It's 1-1 from my perspective. How do you see it? I got it 1-1.
I definitely think you're right about that, Seth. That first round was all KP, but really, I think Kevin Peraza was just a little too content in this exchange.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
If you don't have great judo, it's very hard to just head and arm throw someone and end up in side control like you're in a video game or something.
That's right. Back in the day when Peraza was doing it. After round one, it looked like DT Mills was the one who was tired. Now it looks like Kevin is a little bit.
Well, you have a guy like that riding you for a full round straight, and you're trying everything in your power to stand up. It's going to tire anybody out.
But knowing Kevin, he's going to make the adjustment so he's not in that position again.
You know, honestly, DT Mills looking like a completely different fighter than what we saw earlier this year. I like that. I like the improvement I'm seeing from Mills. Definitely big crowd here. Both guys got a lot of support in the crowd. 1-1. This is a big round for both guys. You've got to think DT Mills is going to want to get it to the ground again.
I think you're going to see Kevin stay at range and let his hands go and beat up DT. Even if it goes to the ground, he's going to beat him up before we get there.
Yeah, I'm really interested as to what Coach Zig and Coach France said.
Reset and go. Reset and go.
Yeah, if the exchanges don't carry on too long, you're not really there for the grappling.
Exactly. But he's got to be first. The longer he waits, he lets DT calm down and see openings.
And get comfortable in the range, yeah.
Exactly. Let's go. He's got to go. He's got to just keep doing it. Force him back and forth, even if it's just onesies for onesies. Because as you can see by posture and body language, he's not comfortable in this zone, so you got to make him do more of it. Make him do more of it. Don't go big, go consistent. Whoa!
Big cross again from Kevin Peraza. Been one of his best friends
like
all
that.
night.
1 minute down. Just like that. Consistent, consistent, consistent. Just like that. Again, watch the body language of Mills. He is not comfortable in this position. Good cross from Peraza. Misses a little bit, but it lands halfway.
Spinning back kick.
He doesn't need
back
anything
fist.
fancy. Doesn't need anything fancy. Just pick him apart, pick him apart, pick him apart, pick him apart. So he can't gauge him. So he doesn't know when to shoot. Touch, 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 high, low. Work the body, work the head, push the leg.
Another
Good
check
cross.
hook there.
Touch again.
Big takedown from DT Mills. That was awesome, but immediately Peraza's attacking this Kimura. I don't think Hayastan likes it. And now they're calling for Peraza to switch to butterfly hooks. And if he can, squeeze his leg out. But you can't really do that while you're going for Kimura, so he's got to make a decision what he likes better. He does introduce that other leg, and it seems to be helping him. But now he's got a wall walk. DT on the back. This is the moment of truth.
Got to get his elbow in.
You really need to get free here and then land a few more strikes to submit this round, because DT Mills with a mat return and back take, he could steal this one.
We're down to 20 seconds.
Yeah, this last 20 seconds could definitely determine who wins the fight, too. Fighting the hands, forcing him back to the front.
He's got to separate and let his hands go.
It looks like we're going to end up here for the last few seconds of this fight. DT Mills and Kevin Peraza go the distance.
This is a close one.
At fight for it 11. Close one, yes.
I'm almost willing to go on a limb and call a draw. I've never called a draw in my life.
Well, you know, it's hard to get a draw without a point deduction in this sport, you know? If more judges were willing to give 10-8 rounds, I would definitely agree with you, because I could see very easily how that second round could be called a 10-8 on modern scorecards. You know, the old rule set, definitely not. But the new unified rules, 10-8s are supposed to be given more liberally.
This is a tough one to score.
Yeah, definitely a tough one to score, and we've seen these judges have a little bit of trouble with the close ones.
Yeah, because I thought Kevin was doing good.
What'd you think?
Hayastan only grapples, right?
No, you got way more than that, Coach. Kevin Peraza and DT Mills put on one of the best fights of the night.
Yeah.
Both guys getting a lot of love from the Fight For It fam here.
Crowd is loving it.
And it's taken a long time to add up those scorecards. Will it be majority? Will it be split? Will it be UD? We're going to take it to Sam Falgout to find out right now.
All right, the decision is in. Fighters to the sitter. Your winner out of the blue corner from Hayastan MMA, Kevin Peraza.
Kevin Peraza, you got to love those Hayastan guys out there in the crowd.
Nice.
And Coach Ziggs came over to the commentary booth, and he said, Hayastan's only got grapplers, right? And Kevin Peraza showed he's got a little bit more than that. The striking is changing over there at Hayastan MMA.
Everything's changed. That's the best I've seen Kevin Peraza.
Those guys looked great.